Welcome, beloved ones. In this video, I'm going to be sharing about the medicines of Mambé and Ambil. A lot of you have been asking us how to work with the Mambé and Ambil and what these medicines are used for. And so, ultimately, these medicines are such a wonderful representation of how to bring forth balance within our own beings in the way that nature reflects this perfect harmony and balance naturally. The Mambé and Ambil are taken together and they're two different medicines. So the Ambil, the tobacco paste, is masculine in its essence. And the grandfather tobacco is a master teacher plant and it's a paste. So the tobacco leaves are cooked down and there's a special palm salt that's added. And this medicine of the Ambil represents bitterness. We take it in combination with the Mambé, the coca. It's actually coca combined with another plant from a tree called guairumo, which is a plant used for rejuvenation and healing. And they're combined together, the coca, which is the feminine, and the Ambil, the masculine energy. And they're taken together in prayer and meditation to bring forth traditionally sweetness, the sweet word, and it is traditionally used in sharing in charlas or the sacred word by the communities of the indigenous peoples when there needed to be important conversation had amongst the tribes people. And then in other cultures in the Andean regions, this medicine was traditionally used to give energy and to help with altitude change and to open the lungs. And so this medicine is so powerful and healing. It's brought so much healing to my life and to many of our loved ones. And so we're so grateful with Four Visions Market to have the opportunity to provide you this good medicine. And I just want to share on a logistic level of how we work with these plants, and how to pray with it. So the first thing is, this is a medicine, and so with all medicines, we always want to come before them with reverence, with respect. It's wonderful if you can pray with them in nature, where they come from, because your connection with the plants and what they're able to do for you will be even stronger. And always in prayer, always in a place of reverence, always in a place of meditation. And all the plant teachers are teachers because they go informing us, and as we go developing our relationships with them, that's what makes them so powerful, so beautiful. They provide us insights about our lives, understandings about who we are in our essence. Simply as we go working with them, our relationship with them becomes stronger, and in turn we become more learned and understanding of what these plant teachers are. So there's a lot we can share, and we'll possibly share more in future videos, but the biggest thing is just to give you the tools so you can get started on doing this investigation, empowering yourself through the plants in the comfort of your own home. And so whenever we take the Ambil, we always want to understand that the moment that our hand reaches for the Ambil and places it upon our hand to receive it in our mouths, there's an intention that we want to set. And as soon as we take it, as soon as we go to grab it, the origin, the thread is already going towards the intention and the prayer of this communion with this medicine. And so you can really work to understand about proper ratios of how much you need, because everyone is different. But typically speaking, when we take the Ambil, we're going to salivate because it has this special salt, and because it's really bitter, it's going to cause our saliva glands to start to produce saliva. And then the coca, the Mambé, which is a powder, it absorbs the saliva within your mouth, and it creates a paste together, a really beautiful paste that sits on the side of your jawline. And then over time, usually about 20 minutes, we start to swallow the medicine, the paste that is combined by these plants together, into our heart space. And the ancestors and the grandfathers and grandmothers say that as we do this, as we swallow this medicine, we are bringing sweetness into our hearts and into our lives. It's also important to remember that these medicines will give you energy. So Mambé and Ambil is not really the best medicine to have before bed. It's really, really effective when we're wanting to be productive, focus, creating projects, or anything that requires our vigilance and attention from a place of prayer. And so I, of course, took a little bit of this medicine before I took this started to record this video, because I called upon these plants so that I could deliver this message with clarity and focus to you. So when you go to take the Ambil, you start with just a little bit, and you can place it on the back of your hand. It's just a recipient so that you're not going straight from the bottle into your mouth and back and forth. And ultimately, you just need a little bit of the Ambil. It is quite strong, and as you begin, you might even find that you get a little bit nauseous from the Ambil. This is normal because it is a concentration of tobacco. But you go working with it, and over time you start to find this proper balance of ratio of how much your body needs of the Ambil, and the same with the Mambé. And so I will lick it up in my mouth, and I will swirl it around in my mouth until the paste dissolves into a liquid. I don't swallow the Ambil. I take the Ambil, and then I'll take a spoonful of the Mambé. I'll combine it in my mouth until it forms this paste. And then it's gonna sit on my jawline, right by my gums, on the side of my cheek. You can do both sides of your mouth, and there's no traditional side that matters. But the most important thing is that you do combine them and have it form this paste. So oftentimes people say, "Oh, my mouth is full of liquid." This means that they had too much Ambil and not enough Mambé. Or oftentimes they'll be coughing and they won't be able to speak because there's so much powder and it's not able to balance properly with the quantity of Ambil that you took. And so in this case, you need less of the Mambé and more of the Ambil. So like this, you can just go exploring and understanding what your body needs as far as the ratio goes between the two medicines. So again, before we receive them into our mouths, always coming into our hearts, into a state of prayer, communion with these sacred plant teachers, giving thanks to the earth and for the lineages that have brought us these healing medicines, giving thanks that these medicines traveled so far to be with us, and for us to have the opportunity to pray with them, really honoring the blessing that it is to have these powerful tools in our lives to support us in our daily prayer. And whatever else comes to mind, perhaps you're taking this medicine to have an important conversation or to accomplish a specific task, really allowing that intention to be infused before you receive the medicines. It's always good to sit for a minute in prayer and meditation before you start to speak or go about your work, just to allow the medicines to settle and to organize within your being. That's the basics of how to begin your prayer and meditation practice with the Mambé and Ambil. If you're interested in purchasing these medicines, feel free to contact us. We do sell the Ambil directly through the website. However, the Mambé is something we only offer 4 times a year. So email us at 4visionsmarket@gmail.com or contact us through social media to see about when the next batch of the sacred medicine will be available. God bless you. God guard you. God keep you always. Thank you for watching.